What's up, everybody on YouTube? It's your boy, the Memphis XLR8, back at it with 100 days of Yu-Gi-Oh! With every day, 100 days, you get the idea. We're dueling with a different deck every day. Today, we have another fan suggestion. We're looking at the Valkyries, of course, that old archetype. It's all about swarming board with our lovely warrior ladies and going for OTKs and occasionally link stuff. But it's like 90% OTK sort of thing. So we're going to go ahead into today's episode, show this deck off, show you how to do it. A shout out to Mr. Libra October who suggested today's deck. And so let's go ahead, show this deck off, have ourselves good times doing so. Let's go. Alrighty, our first opponent. We want to go second as often as humanly possible. You know, it's a thing with our deck where Valkyries, they're a little linear. They do mostly just OTKs, like I say. Ooh, this opening hand is not great. I mean, I got Seish. I got Zvite, so that's at least something. Because Seish, when special summoned, will add me any, it'll summon any Valkyrie from my deck. That's something. Golgonda, okay, interesting. That's at least something. I do need to be careful if he, yeah, he's gonna make X-Blower, and then he's gonna, like, yeah, he can banish it to stop one of my monsters from attacking for a turn, which normally would be bad, but because of how Valkyries work, I only need to have a certain number of monsters on the board to, like, you know, do all my stuff. Let's see. Send a Spriggan's monster. Yep. During opponent's main or battle phase, banish this card. Let's see. Send a fusion monster. Yep. Okay. Yeah. Spriggan's. He did not equip. He did not equip. That was odd. Alright. Well, regardless, let's show how this deck works. Ride of the Valkyries. I can summon any number of Valkyries with different names from my hand. It's a very nasty card. You do have to make sure, though, there's a couple restrictions to this thing. During the end phase, all these will get shuffled back into the deck. So that's where we really go for the mischief, which we'll show off in a moment. First off, Zvite. We'll put, we'll put Station Attack Mode, doesn't really matter. And we'll summon out our Urst. Urst is our recovery, doesn't really matter. So we're going to go Seish, and then Zvite. Zvite will attempt to destroy Merrymaker. Of course, he'll no, he can't banish it. Because he made he can banish this one. What am I talking about? He can banish this one just fine. I was thinking that that's not X-Blower, but no, he does the same thing. And banish a monster from the opponent. Ooh, I do like the noise of banishing my opponent's stuff, because he likes the stuff in his graveyard. What is in your graveyard? Okay, that'll actually weaken my monster, but I'd like to banish his stuff. So what I'm going to do, Seish is going to special summon me a monster. In this situation, it doesn't really matter who I get, so I'm just going to get Brunhild. Doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter. So what's going to happen is this. Yeah, he's going to target one of my monsters. It can't attack this turn. Such eternal sadness. So we'll hit Brunhild, so Brunhild cannot attack. That's fine. Should I mill him? I'm going to go ahead and mill him with Seish just in case he loses good stuff. Alright. Kinda. So what we're going to do, battle phase, attack with everything. Everything but Brunhild, sadly. And we'll do some damage. Urst, I shouldn't have banished a card, but, you know, I was just trying to show off. That's the thing that Urst can do. It's actually good for interrupting your opponent. And for some reason, Brunhild can... Oh, yeah, she's unaffected by spells. That's right. Ah, you poor fool. So now that the end of the battle phase is here, Mischief of the Time Goddess. We get to skip a whole turn and do a battle phase again. That's where the OTK comes in. You just do battle phase twice. And, then, my opponent's going to surrender. And, if we didn't get the OTK there, that's where we would go into our link pool. That's where we go into things like Appaloosa and such. But we didn't need it. So that's the idea. That's the core of Valkyrie play. Summon enough Valkyries to do enough damage, and then hit them with Mischief of the Time Goddess. Go for an OTK. So that's one duel down. And so let's go ahead for another duel. See what other kinds of opponents we can get into. See if we get to put into our links whatsoever. So duel 2 coming up. Secondary opponent going secondary. What do we have for this hand? Okay. Now this may not look like a good hand because it's nothing but monsters. But I have Drite. Drite is our searcher. It adds any Valkyrie card, although with all those set cards, makes me a little worried that Drite's not going to work, but we'll have to just give it a shot. We don't have a bunch of options otherwise. Because the thing about Valkyries, a lot of their better monsters are like high level. War Rocks. Alright, I do know about the War Rocks a little bit. They're battle focused. I don't know if they have. Do they have a negation? I don't know. The last time I played against War Rocks, so they played a lot of floodgates and things, so might do that. I have no idea. And I've heard about War Rocks. I heard they're not that great. They're like do like these tiny little attack games, and like they're like battle focused, but they don't have really great battle effects or anything. So let's see. After damage calc, Ditch and Earth Warrior, except for itself, all War Rocks had 200 attack to the end of the. Oh yeah, only 200. Okay. Okay, why not? Alright, let's go ahead and play Photon Lead. This lets me summon one of my low-level Valkyries from the hand. We're going to go for Seish. Try to cheat out another Valkyrie. Try to bait some of his negates out. Because I think that would be a good thing if we could bait out a negate or two before we go for Drite. Like I said, kind of need Drite to go off. So, Seish is going to go off. Special summon one of our Valkyries from the deck. And it goes 3. Okay, cool, cool. I'm gonna go for Erda, actually. Erda's a nice monster. All of my opponent's monsters will lose 1,000, and any card of his that gets destroyed gets banished instead. It's very cool. Alright, he will imperm that. Alright, that is fine. Drite, I need you to work. Because if you don't work, we're screwed. Not necessarily screwed, but I don't get to do, like, all the big stuff. Hey, we get to do some of the big stuff. Ride of the Valkyries. Making sure to put it in this column. This column specifically. If we don't put it in this column, we're going to lose. Whoops. I misclicked. Okay, that's not a problem. We don't need to put it in that column. If you couldn't tell, folks, I'm screwing with you. If I put it there, that would have been bad. That would have been bad. But it's fine. So does Vital come out? I get to pop a card. This card's sent from monster to go by an opponent's card. Okay, so I don't want to hit you. We'll hit the big dude. So I hit this dude, he gets to summon another dude. You gonna play the shift card on me? No, lost. Okay. Okay, that's a little obnoxious, but what can you do? Alrighty, so I do need to go for battle. Unfortunately, I didn't kill this. Unfortunately, my monsters are not big enough. But it's fine. It's fine und dandy. So what we're going to do here, I could make a link, but that's not a good thing to do right at the moment. Because, yeah, you need to have a, let's see. Yeah, you have to have only Valkyries for that to work. That's why we can't go into a link and then Mischief of Time Goddess. So what we're going to do, battle phase. We'll get rid of Gakdos. What kind of name is Gakdos? That doesn't sound like a barbarian name. Yeah, Ditch and Earthwork and all War Rocks gain 200 attack to the end of the opponent's turn. Yep. Yes, sir, indeed. That is how that works. So we ditched... Yep, ditched a monster. And then big boss monster come out. Okay, that is slightly obnoxious, but like I said, Mischief of the Time Goddess is going to go off. We get another battle phase. And now my effects are unaffected. So now, what does this do? Earth monster battles. Activate this effect. Can attack directly. All War Rocks. All this card's in the hand of grave. I'm just going to attack this thing because I don't even want to know what this thing does. 200 attack. Yep. But now you get banished. You get banished. And yeah, he can ditch another one to the grave, but I don't really care. Like, I care a slight bit, but not a lot. Okay, this one's 1,500, though. That I do care about. Oh, my opponent surrenders. Unfortunately, I just remembered Viert has an effect. When it's destroyed, I can summon a Valkyrie from my deck. I could have stormed out another Erda and reduced his monsters by even more. That was what I was gonna do. But my opponent surrenders right before the good stuff happens. Unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. War Rocks. I gotta give them a try sometime. One of these times. I've gotta do them. Just to see if I can make them work. So, regardless, that's duel number 2. We're going by these real fast. Probably do a couple of bonus duels. And let's go for duel 3. See if we can find someone who will let us do the full damage. Alrighty, our third opponent against a guy called Scotty Doesn't Know. What does Scotty not know? I don't know. Whatever it is, it not gonna hurt him. So this guy has no extra deck. That implies Oh, it's True Kings. I don't care for True Kings too much. They like a lot of Floodgates. I don't like a lot of Floodgates. This hand, not the greatest, but I do have Drite. At the very least, I have a Drite. So, let's see. Since he has no extra deck, that implies this has got like some... Yeah, that's a lot of Floodgates right there, lads. That is what we in the business call a lot of Floodgates. Alright, Drite, good luck. Good luck, Drite. We're all counting on you, baby. So, what are you going to do first? Alright, Drite. Gotta go off. Summon limit. Okay. That's fine. Let's see. Monster's face up. Negates effects until that monster was special summoned. Alright. Alright, that's not necessarily good. Who is calling in the middle of card games? 1 second. Never mind, caller was blocked. Okay, what was I saying? Lose a turn and summon limit. See, I could swarm board and still do battle and stuff, but that would be... You know what, I'll just do that next turn. You know, I'm just going to attack for now. I'm just going to keep it nice and simple and just attack my opponent. He's trying to screw me over with a bunch of, like, lockdown and nonsense like that. I'm just going to have Drite here, and I've got Ride whenever I need it. Yeah, it's just a shame. He's got that lose a turn, which is a bad thing for us, because my only spell trap removal is Lightning Storm. And I currently don't have Lightning Storm. Alrighty. You know what? We have to show that we have some versatility. You know, my opponent's expected me to let loose, rip wind, fart in the wind, but no. We're just going to do other things. You know, I got Virt. She helps me search out my spell traps, but didn't excavate anything, but that's fine. We're just going to keep battling. You know, my opponent's trying to lock me into things. He thinks that I'm going to be foolish enough to just play this. No, I'm actually not going to do that. Not yet. That'll happen later. We do need to be careful, though. We do need to be careful because this is... Well, let me think about this. I could hit him up with Nightmare Phoenix. That's probably what he wants me to do. Because he's got, like, Impermanence and or Solemn Judgment in there. He's probably got one of those. He's just waiting for me to try and destroy his spell traps before he does that. So I could go for Phoenix. And you might be thinking that's a smart move, but I've played mind games before. I understand that he wants me to destroy these. That's his plan. That's what he wants to do. That's what he expects, but that's not what we're going to give him. Sorry, Brunhild, you got to go to the graveyard. Speaking of Brunhild, anybody heard of the, Record of Ragnarok anime? It's not an anime yet, but it's coming. It's coming, trust me. And I'm very much looking forward to that show, because that's a show I've been looking forward to for a while. Alrighty. Well, unless he has battle traps he's been saving, that's going to be game. That's what happens when you focus too much on lockdown, folks. Too much lockdown. I didn't even need any of my Valkyries. I had little green hair girl and girl with sword. That's all it took. Alright, well that was the most, that was the slowest Valkyrie duel I've had in a while. But that happens sometimes. Let's go for duel 4. See if we can find a bit more room to maneuver. Alrighty, fourth opponent. Let's see what we get this time. Tear Twisted. Interesting name. Interesting name. Opening hand. I mean, I've got things. I can say for certain I have some things. Got Photon Lead. I've got Erda plus a trade-in I can use to draw things. Ride's already in the hand. Lightning Storm to get rid of any back row. I can see the potential in this hand. It really depends on what we draw. Like, if I could draw Seish would be really nice. We're up against Orcust. Ooh, that could be tricky. Orcust is one of the meta boys. Let's see. Summon Orcust. He's got Orcust Nightmare. Plus another Orcust. Okay, so I definitely see a Dingirzu in my future. I can for sure see a Dingirzu in my future. Yeah, so he's going to banish that, ditch another monster, and then he can do more stuff. Yep, the wand. Special summon World Legacy from the hand. Or banish it to bring back an Orcust. Yep. Alrighty. He's certainly doing some Orcusty thing. He's probably going to make, Rusty Bardiche. That's probably where things go not so good. Although he has not used, okay, there he goes, Galatea. Yeah, he's going to get his dang field spell so he can make all these quickie effects. It's kind of what Orcust like to do, is get the dang field spell. Alright. It's tricky, tricky, tricky. I mean, like I said, Lightning Storm will take care of any spell traps he plays. If I get rid of the field spell, he won't be able to quick effect me, and that's going to be good. That is a good thing. We don't want him to have his quick effects if we can help it. Yeah, Mr. Rusty Bardiche. So he's gonna ditch. Yeah, bring back Automaton, make Dingirzu, yep. Does Dingirzu protect spell traps? I don't think it does it? I think it might. It might. We'll find out in a minute. I think it might. Then add a Phantom Knight card. Gets Mr. Boots. Okay. So he's got at least one Fog Blade, probably going to make another. As soon as he gets done with these boots. Just has to put this in the gray. Okay, let's see. Let's see. If a cards would be destroyed by battle card effect. Detachment here. Okay, so we can't protect his spell traps. Sadness. Verte Anaconda, you say. That is really annoying. That is really annoying indeed. Yeah, because he's just gonna make you-know-who. Like, literally Voldemort of Yu-Gi-Oh! That's what this guy is. Oh, boy. Mr. Magician Man. Plus 2 Fog Blades, at least. Oh, boy. That is not fun to deal with. Alright. Well, we'll go ahead Lightning Storm anyway. You know, I'm probably not going to win this duel. Probably not. Because this guy's got Omni Negation. Plus all the other negation. It's just something I'm not prepared for. And I can't get around. This is one of those decks that's... If you have the right hand and the right setup and the right sort of deck, you can get around this. We're not that deck. This is not that deck. And see, my opponent's doing all this stuff on my turn. Summoning Big Sneck, making this bigger. I don't think I'm not gonna be able to get out of this, folks. I'm gonna dang well try, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to. So I'm gonna keep dueling, and I'll see you guys in the 5th duel. Alrighty, 5th duel. Getting away from that last guy. That last guy was just Negate City. I can't stand decks like that. A little bit of negation's fine. Too much is just, well, but it's too much. Okay, we're going first, which is automatically not a good thing. I'm just gonna summon Viert in attack mode and hope for the best. That's literally our best move for going. Viert is your best Valkyrie for going first, anyway. Because if it gets destroyed, you can summon a Valkyrie from the deck, and I've got Honest too. And what? Oh, big koala. Let's see. What's the? Oh my lord! It's Big Koala, Master of Oz. What? Oh. Even better, I love Maju Garzette. I've always wanted to make like a deck around him, but it's just never panned out. But damn, he made legendary Maju Garzette. That guy's cool. But I had Honest, so that's even cooler. Alrighty, so my opponent, he tried to do a thing, but it wasn't quite enough because I just happened to have Honest. Granted, I was going to be able to summon, like, Erda, and that would have weakened his monster anyway. So, yeah, I could go Mischief, but that would be a completely waste of my Mischief. I don't want to use this with just one monster. That would be silly. But I love this deck. I don't care what this guy's trying to do with his life. This is beautiful. This is way better than that Orcust guy. Orcust, garbage. This guy, cool guy. That's my stance on it, and that's what I'm staying with. And, having a bit of hand trouble all of a sudden. I don't know what it is. I mean, last hand wasn't that bad, but this hand is not as good. I mean, I got trade in. If I had a level 8, that would be good. Okay. doing a bit of recovery, I see. Get back Kangaroo. This card, let's see. If the attack of a monster attacks this monster in defense position lower than defense, destroy. Okay. So basically, if I attack that with Viert, Viert will die. That is essentially what that card does. Man, Des Kangaroo. What an awesome card. What an awesome card in general, man. That is just a cool card. And he's going to make another Aster of Oz. He's back. He's back, baby. Alright. So the question is, what do I want to summon in this situation? I could summon a lot of things. I'm going to summon Seish. Because that way Seish will summon me another Valkyrie. And I could go for Erda. But no, I'm going to summon... Let's see. I'm going to summon Zvite. Because I can summon Zvite, and Zvite will target and destroy his Master of Oz. I'm sorry, Master of Oz, you're a cool dude. Please give me your autograph. Yeah, Master of Oz is a cool dude. I wish they would make an entire archetype of koalas. I mean, there was a dude in the GX anime who had a koala deck. I can't remember his name. But he looked like a koala, and his deck was koalas. So I think that's grounds for making an entire deck around koalas. I'm just saying that I would play that deck. I would play a deck of nothing but koalas. That sounds like fun. There's not enough fun in Yu-Gi-Oh! These days. Too many decks that are focused around, like, negating everything. You know what I mean? It's just not fun. It's not too much fun. So, let's go ahead. We'll end this duel as much as I kind of don't want. Ooh, wait, no, before I forget. Let's use Erst. I'm sorry, I had to borrow your Master of Oz. Got to borrow him. Okay, so there's going to be a win. I hesitate to call it one, though, because I kind of want to give this guy a win for free. But I didn't technically win the duel, so we beat the Koala Master. Let's go for end screen. Alright, everybody, Valkyries of 2021. You know, honestly, I could see another Valkyrie card. That would be cool. Something to help them a little bit more with searching and or setup would be cool. But, yeah, they did alright. The only thing that stopped us was just Negation City. And that stops a lot of things. So, hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Smash the like button real hard if you enjoyed. And I have my list. I actually have it this time. Next time, we're looking at a board lockdown deck. So, hope to see you guys there. Your boy Memphis is signing out. I'll see you guys next time on the 100 Days Yu-Gi-Oh!